I know I was supposed to get to this video like last week or the week before, but here I am, here we are, and let's do this. This is Let's Talk Rebooted, Episode 3, Payday 2. Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
So, Payday 2, probably one of my favorite games ever, and I say that for a lot of games, yeah, I know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, I shouldn't say one of my favorite games, I should actually be more specific and say Payday 2 is one of my favorite co-op games ever, because the co-op is just outstanding. Okay, let's get started with everything. So, story-wise, no story, no campaign. Like I said, it's a co-op only game, really. Well, you can play single player, but there is no campaign, no story, so that just makes it simple. Now, talking single player. The single player of this game is awful. It is terrible, 110% terrible. And the reason why is because of the bots. The bots do nothing. It usually gives you 2 bots. I don't know why it doesn't give you the 3rd one. I have no idea why. But, it only gives you 2 of the bots. And the only thing that the bots are good for is, basically shooting some enemies. They kill some here and there. And when you get downed, they tank the enemies to get you up. Like, they can take a ton of bullets, which is actually pretty useful when you're playing single player. But really, single player is not the idea of this game. Not at all. You just, if you're gonna get this game to play single player, if you don't have Xbox Live, I would probably not get it. But if you're playing it for the single player, don't, because you're gonna have an awful time. You're not gonna have fun at all, and it's just gonna be terrible. So, moving on to multiplayer, the co-op aspect. 4-player co-op. Well, 3-player technically. If we're counting yourself, it's 4. But 4-player co-op. 4 characters: Dallas, Chains, Wolf, and Hoxton. Yeah, that's it. Hoxton, whatever. You had to pick your character. You have a whole level up system. I think it goes up to rank 100. Yeah, I believe so. There's just a ton of weapons you can buy. Masks. You get masks from the things called Payday cards after every heist. You get a choice to select from 3 cards, and it'll randomly have an item, whichever card you select. For the cards, you're either going to get a mask material, a mask color, a mask design, a weapon mod, or some cash. So that's the Payday card. You get one of those after every heist. Now, the RPG elements, the leveling up, all that is all fine and dandy. It works great. It works fantastic. And the game, because of those elements, are addictive. And you can basically level up your character any way you want to. It doesn't matter what character you pick. You don't have to be a certain class or anything. I think there's 4 classes, and they are Enforcer, Technician, Mastermind, and Ghost. I'm not going to get into detail on what all of those do. You can find out for yourself when you play the game, when you buy it, whatever. But basically 4 characters. There's 4 different classes, so each person on your team could have a different class and a different character, whatever. However you want to play, it really doesn't matter. It's up to you. It's just a whole bunch of fun to play. It's during the harder missions, heists, whatever. It doesn't matter how many people you have. A lot of the time, if you don't use good strategy, you are going to get owned, like completely owned. I can't tell you how many times me and my friends have got owned because of just running in there all willy-nilly thinking we can do it. You need strategy for a lot of the missions. or heists, or whatever you want to call them, you're gonna need strategy, and that's why you need to play with a... What the hell? That's why you need to play with a 3-player team, and, you know, have lots of strategy, be silent, go in, whatever you want to do. All that is great. It's fantastic. I love the game. The co-op, everything is fantastic. Like I said, the single player is not where this game is at all. They certainly, 505 Games, yeah. They certainly did not develop the game for single player. They put a single player mode in it, but the game was pretty much developed for a co-op mode. They focus strictly on co-op and their RPG elements, which makes the game really fun, really addictive. I have a great time playing with my friends. You can play this game for hours and hours and hours and not get tired of it, and that's what I like. A lot of games, like Call of Duty these days, you play for 2-3 hours, you get bored of it because you get frustrated and whatever. Other games are just kind of like, I don't really feel like playing it for that long. This game is an exception to that. PayDay 2 is a fantastic game when it comes to keeping you away from boredom. This game just delivers so much content that you're going to want to play for hours on end. There's just so many things, like I said, with the customization of the masks, and you can purchase weapons and all kinds of stuff like that. Play with your friends, do any heists you want. It's fantastic. It's a fun game to play with your friends, and it's definitely addictive. Now, those are the positives of the game. What are the negatives? Obviously, the single player. Again, I'm not getting into that. The single player is crap. Don't buy it for the single player. There are quite a few game-breaking glitches. Now, I don't know if you would really call them game-breaking, but they're pretty stupid. Like, for instance, me and my friend were playing, and, okay, we were on a heist, and for me, all the doors were open, but for him, they were not. So we were on a bank heist. The vault door, for me, I just walked right in and was able to get the money or whatever, and for him, the vault was closed, so he wasn't able to actually walk in. He had to drill it open in order to get in, which was really weird. That happened to me so many times. I do also experience some lag I did sometimes, and some frame rate issues here and there, but for most part, the game runs on 60 frames per second, which makes the game look beautiful. The graphics in the 60 frames per second makes the game look absolutely amazing. Sorry about that. So yeah, the game looks fantastic when it runs well, when it doesn't have glitches like that. I have no clue what happened, no clue why it happened, but actually it seemed to fix it, and the game actually seemed to run much better when I installed it to my hard drive. So if you have the room to do that, go ahead and install PayDay 2 to your hard drive, because it's going to cause a lot less hassle. You're going to get a lot less bugs than what I did. I don't understand why those bugs happen, or if they patched them, or what's going on, but there's bugs like that, and they're really not too much other than that. I mean, like I said, you know, you can walk through doors, some people can't. You know, some lag issues. I did have some freezing issues. My Xbox did crash a couple of times. Not sure why. That was a game-breaking bug right there. That was a major one for me. But other than that, really, that is it. I can't really say too many bad things about the game. There hasn't really been a ton of things that have happened to me that I don't like, except maybe not getting fucking Joker cards when you have two of them, and you pick the middle one, and it was the left one when you were gonna pick the left... You know what, never mind. Anyway, so PayDay 2, fantastic game, beautiful game, fun game, addictive game. So, let's go ahead and rate PayDay 2. So, what do I give Payday 2? I give Payday 2 a 9 out of 10. The reason it doesn't get a full 10 out of 10, yeah, I know I give a lot of the games I review high ratings. I haven't reviewed that many games, and a lot of them I've really enjoyed, and they're fantastic games. But Payday 2 gets a 9 out of 10. And the reason it's not a full 10 out of 10 is obviously because some of the game-breaking bugs I experienced. And that's just me, that's what I experienced, but when I installed it to my hard drive, the game seemed to run perfectly fine, 60 frames per second, no lag, no freeze, whatever. So, yeah, that's basically it. It's a very short review. There's not a lot to talk about because it's a strictly multiplayer game. But that is it for Payday 2. Again, fantastic game, beautiful game, fun game, addictive game. If you're gonna get it for multiplayer, pick it up. $39.99 plus tax. That came. I got it for like 42 bucks or something. Was a fine. That doesn't matter. Anyway, it's gonna run you 40 bucks somewhere around there with tax. And if you're gonna buy it for single player, don't even bother. Don't waste your money. There's better single player games out there than Payday 2, because Payday 2 was made pretty much for co-op, multiplayer, whatever you want to call it. So that is it, guys. That was a short review of Payday 2. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the review of Payday 2. Payday 2 gets a 9 out of 10. Everyone, this is Game Master 8814, and I am signing out. Peace!